This call is being recorded.
Welcome to the artwork of CP. While we're just waiting for Danielle before we start the full official episode, I'm just going to give you guys a health update on me, just because she already knows it. And so, what happened is, for those of you that haven't been following along, long enough to know, and for those of you who are smart cookies enough to figure this out, I went to the cardiologist. The cardiologist goes, "Well, there's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. There's no valves out of place, no nothing." And so basically, I'll see you in 6 months, and then we'll figure out from there. So that is my health update, and yeah, and I'm waiting on the other health update as far as sleep apnea. Sleep apnea was done in August. It's now September, and that should be interesting because as you guys know, you guys don't know this, but you guys knew I had sleep apnea, but I haven't been using my machine since, maybe I did tell you this, if I didn't, forgive me, but I haven't been using my machine since July because of um, they did a complete recall on my machine. Philips Westmoronics did a complete recall on my machine, and the hospital that I got the machine from said, "Don't you dare be using the machine until you get a baseline study done down there." And at that time, I down there being down in Arizona, and at that time I was going to get one anyway, but so they say that moving down in altitude helps a lot. So we'll see what they say. I might not even have sleep apnea. I mean, the doctors may have sent me on a wild goose chase. Doctors have been known to do that with women. um, so so if they sent me on a wild goose chase, I won't be surprised because the way they diagnosed me was at home sleep study, the way they originally diagnosed me. And because they didn't have the capabilities to put me in lab and a sleep study lab and do it appropriately. And so when I went out to the Mayo Clinic, which is one of the top hospitals in the country, I have one of the top hospitals in the country, 5 minutes, well, maybe 10 minutes away from me in Phoenix, Arizona. And so when I went out there, a pulmonologist looked at me straight in the face and said, "When you stopped breathing 19 times, uh, an hour, thank you very much." And then he goes, "Why did they do at home sleep study when you're supposed to be in a lab because of your cerebral palsy?" And I go, "Well, I don't know. We finally figured it out. It's insurance purposes." And I'm like, because they didn't have the capabilities to put me in a lab. I mean, we're talking about a small local hospital, which is a bigger hospital than Aspen Valley, but still, I don't think that Valley View has a sleep lab and anything else. So we'll see what happens with the Mayo Clinic. The Mayo Clinic will determine whether I get, well, whether I get to travel in December, because traveling with a sleep apnea machine, for those of you that have sleep apnea, that's a pain in the ass traveling with a sleep apnea machine. Traveling as a disabled woman is a pain in the ass too, because TSA doesn't like me for some weird reason. Then I'm going to have to figure it out, and yeah. So I'll keep you guys updated on that. But for those of you on the Apple side, and trust me, before you get a phone call about this, before you get a text message about this, you need to either grab a notepad or grab your cell phone with a notepad on it, or just grab something, a pen and a piece of paper, because what happened was, I think that Apple got a security breach, and then they come out with all these new updates, and of course people forget to do the new updates. Well, if you don't keep your phone updated, that's a whole another kind of fish in itself. And so yeah, and so it's gonna be very interesting what they say on Monday about the new iOS 15. But right now we're still dealing with iOS 14.8, and I did not get the beta this year because I was in Arizona and couldn't risk it. I was in the midst of a move and needed my phone to work basically. And so I did not get the Apple beta this year. I decided against it. So I just patiently waited until now, and I'll patiently wait until Monday, and then once I get hooked up to Wi-Fi, I'll update it and do what I can to update it. Yes, I also need to get my Apple Watch updated because of medical purposes, and I also need to get my Apple Watch updated. But I pretty much have everything updated because I I got a call from a friend at 8 p.m. Pacific time saying, please, 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 please update your computer. Please update your computer. Please update your phone. And this friend, let's just say that most people who are not named Danielle or Noel Wynn are not so technologically savvy enough to do it. And so, yeah. And so I'm like, oh, if I'm getting calls from the least savvy of the bunch about updating my computer, then we have a problem, which I did. And so I did. So basically, today we're going to talk about how to update your phone and then your computer, just so you're safe. Just so you're safe, you guys, because
you, 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 you are the two
Yeah.
are the everything from the outside. Yeah, it's not written.
Well, yeah. See, the problem is when Apple comes out, and this is the one thing that drives me nuts about Apple. And I will tell you this. Other than that, I love them dearly. Other than that, I love them dearly. But this is the one thing that drives me nuts. Is because when they come out with new iPads, new Apple Watches, new iPhones, they slow the previous Apple stuff down to the point where it can't work because they want you to spend more money and get the latest and greatest thing. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
Well, yeah.
I had the new me.
See? See? Okay. See, people, she blew my mind because, okay, you had to get the new iPad mini to get an iPad that actually works. Great. Great. I love it. Not. Thank you, Apple. Not. We love you, but that's the only thing that drives me nuts. And so, yeah. Yeah. And of course, I have to wait until October to get my iPhone 13 if my because I rolled over my iPhone 12 in Arizona, thank you very much, twice. It fell out of my hand and it's yeah, Dan, you know the story. It fell out of my hand and I rolled over twice with about a 200-pound wheelchair. And so I'm like, oh boy. I did not lose my phone. I only collected the case and I need to get a new case. But don't I don't I don't necessarily like the size of the iPhone 12 the iPhone 12 the iPhone 11 that I got, and I like the color, but I don't necessarily like the size. So I'm going to get, hopefully, I'm going to get the iPhone mini. I'm going to get the iPhone 13 mini. And so hopefully, with a case. And so hopefully it won't be dropped and it won't be rolled over because I despise I didn't I and when it happened, I'm like, oh shit, here we go because I'm like, that's not good. That is not good because if you crack a screen on the iPhone, they make you take it in and they get it replaced. Now I have cell phone insurance on my phone. Always have, always will, because I don't necessarily it's not necessarily for the outside of the phones. These phones can get damage and water damage every which way. So I always have iPhone, some sort of cell phone insurance on it. And so, yeah. So that's my story. And that's why I'm going to get the iPhone 13 mini when it I waited a while to get the iPhone 11, and then I'm going to somehow get the iPhone 13 mini, and maybe if you guys find a cute case for it, send it my way because I need a cute case. Because the last case I had was they gave it to me with the phone, and it wasn't cute. It was ugly and plastic, and it showed the color of the phone, which is great. But when you drop the phone and land up sitting on the phone, and you land up breaking the case. So I need a cute case. I need a cute case, and I need a new iPhone because this iPhone, even though it's working, it's internally damaged. I could tell. Even though it's working, it's like a little bit slow on the uptake, but it's internally damaged. But if you now this is where you need a piece of paper and a pen, or a notepad on your iPhone. So open up the notepad on the iPhone. Now, if you go, now I'm going to, I know this is an audio podcast, but if you are listening to this on your phone and open up your computer, I don't care if it's a MacBook Air, I don't care what it is, you will see the little Apple symbol on the up above where the red circle is on Chrome. Because I'm looking at it right now, it's the up above where the completely exit out of Chrome button is, and it's right up there. Now, if you go to about, it's the first one. About this, no, it's the second one I like. System preferences. And it's it's the cog in the wheel. And then if you click on, once you get to system preferences, if you click on the cog in the wheel again, where it says software updates. And yeah, mine says your Mac is up to date. Of course it is because I just updated. And I want you guys to click on the automatically keep my Mac up to date. It's the little square box that mine has a check mark in it, and I did that when I first got this computer. I check that box, and on the occasion I check it. So so it's automatically kept my Mac up to date. And now on the iPhone, and it's similar on, we'll go iPhone, iPad, because iPhone and iPad use the same iOS, and then we'll go Apple Watch. And so on the iPhone, if you click settings and go into settings, click on general, and then software updates, it will and settings is the cog in the wheel again on the iPhone. And so if you go into settings, the cog in the wheel, and then if you go into general and then software updates, it should say by now iOS 14.8 on Monday, iOS 15. And so we'll see what it says on Monday. So cog and wheel again on the iPhone, and same thing on the iPad. Cog and wheel, general software updates, and it should do the it should do the same thing on the iPad. It will shut your computer down, it will shut your iPad down, it will shut your iPhone down, it will shut your Apple Watch down. Now, with the Apple Watch, it's a little bit different because mine keeps popping up on my phone saying please update your Apple Watch to get the latest features. I keep hitting dismiss because I haven't had time to do it. And so I need to set something up, which Danielle gave me for my birthday, which was in June. Thank you very much. And then I need to do that. I still haven't set up her birthday present. Yeah, this is my excuse to set up her birthday present because she gave me something really, really cool, and I still haven't really set it up yet. But I know I need to do it. I know I need to get my act together before Monday. I know. But basically what Danielle gave me was, if you could see my desk right now, she gave me one charger that will charge iPhone, Apple Watch, and earpods, actually. iPhone, Apple Watch, earpods. So now my desk has no excuse to be a mess anymore, but that's Monday's project, so maybe Sunday's project, I don't know. But then so then on the Apple Watch, if you go into the Watch app on your iPhone, so all you have to do is click on Apple Watch on your iPhone. It will say software updates on it. It will say software updates somewhere within the Apple Watch app. I believe it's in settings, or it will simply say software updates. I think it says, I know it says software updates. And so all you have to do is click on that, and then it will say, please put your Apple Watch on the charger, do all that, make sure it has 50% battery, and then it will shut it down, reboot it, and then it will go back into Happy Apple Watch again. So, and then, yeah.
You raw.
In the watch, she's right. In the Watch app on the iPhone, then click on software updates, and then it will circle around. And so that's how you do it all. And if you need my help, if you need Danielle's help, mine is a little bit more helpful than Danielle's. But if you need our help, let us know, and then I'm happy to jump on Zoom with you guys. I'm happy to jump on Zoom with you guys and help, because believe it or not, I am helping my stepmom with her iPhone and her computer tomorrow because she just doesn't want to update it and doesn't know how. And 9 times out of 10 answered to me anyway. So I said, look, I'll help you update it. And so I'll just help her update it, and she'll be down without a computer for a good hour, but that's okay. And I left my house while it updated. I went out, and when I came back, it was updated. So as long as you start it on private Wi-Fi, leave it on private Wi-Fi. You're good to go. I don't think it works on, well, it may. I don't think it works on Wi-Fi, like a public Wi-Fi at Starbucks or public Wi-Fi at Whole Foods. I don't think that would be good. But if you can borrow friends' Wi-Fi for those who don't necessarily have Wi-Fi, what?
No.
Nothing. I thought you were about to say something. So,
You said, but it's over.
oh, that's right. That's right. A public Wi-Fi is slower than a private Wi-Fi. So that's right. So I would
No, 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 no.
yeah, it's slow. Public Wi-Fi is slow because a million people are using it. And so, yes, I said a million people are using it. I'm not kidding when I said that I had public Wi-Fi. So if you have to borrow friends' Wi-Fi, you're more likely to get success. But we want you guys to have the best success with these Apple Apple devices, as we know that you guys can. We use them all the time as assistive devices. So that is that. And the big update comes out on Monday, and so we'll see. And I might go watch and for those of you that haven't watched the Apple keynote yet, it's on the YouTube, and yeah, it's on the YouTube, and so I might go watch the Apple keynote after this, just because I feel like it. And so we'll see. But we wanted to keep you guys updated and on that. And so if you feel like jumping on Zoom with me and having me help you do that, you're more than welcome to. And so the next time a person calls you, you can levelly tell them I got this under control, because I was getting calls and text messages left, right, and center. I'm like, okay, yeah, even yeah, you too, because that's how we roll. And so it's like, okay, calls and text messages from least techie people, and I'm like, okay, now that the least techie people are not, yeah, like help when the least techie person, and trust me, I have a feeling in my life when non-techies call me, Then we got a small problem like help. I need to update my computer, and so if you need me to help you, please let me know. And yeah, and I have a couple of things going on behind the scenes, which I'll keep you guys updated when I can. But other than that, I'm going to turn it over to my fearless assistant, and she's going to close it out.
Yeah, you more, yeah,
Thank you guys for following us, and please subscribe and please leave a review in Apple Podcasts, and please share this episode out if you see it useful, or say know if a friend needs it, and we'll catch you guys next week. Bye, you guys.
bye.